Alrighty, guys, we're back again on the 2.4 Ecotech. So the next thing here is to put this timing cover on. So let's get out of here. I've already gone through and cleaned this whole face. We got our new gasket. It's good and clean. We got some dowel pins. So we'll just set the gasket on those. I've cleaned this up. It's good and smooth. I don't anticipate any leaks. And we installed a new seal. I don't believe there's any real torque spec for any of these, so good and snug, I think, is all we really need. And I'm sure in the comments you guys will tell me everything I'm doing wrong. Which, well, if it's me, it's all wrong. Because that's how my life works. I guess while we're down here, we'd go ahead and put this crank pulley on. Notice the flats in this pulley? Evidently, that's what drives the oil pump. So we gotta line up the flats. Alright. And then line up the key. What's the chances I got the right socket here? That's good enough for now. I'll come back and torque that down with a torque wrench later. I need to look up the torque spec on that one. Alrighty, so I'll put you on pause while I do a little more cleaning so we can move on to the valve cover. Alright, so I went around here, cleaned all this gasket surface up. It's pretty clean. Just ignore all that burnt oil looking nastiness that I'm ashamed of. Yeah. So these guys are tightened up. I think I may have mentioned earlier that these were new 2 weeks before catastrophic failure. So I don't anticipate any problem with those. We're just going to live with them. Yeah. So I think we're ready to put that valve cover back on. Here it is over here. It looks terrible. I got in there with the wire wheel wherever I could and broke this stuff up off of it. But man, it's nasty. It's everywhere. It doesn't want to come apart. I'm pretty ashamed of it. I probably shouldn't even show this because I know it. All I'm going to do is get put down for it, but why not? New gaskets. So get you back on the tripod and we'll drop this guy down on there. All right, and just like that, we're ready to put this guy on. Well, at least with this cover on, we're not going to get any more dirt in there, right? I actually had this theory that I would wait to clean the outside of this until it was on there just to lower the risk of getting more junk inside of the top of that. Now this is going to be a challenge. I don't know. It makes no sense why this plate is here. Doesn't do anything but make it hard for me to put this bolt in. Go back with the ratchet. I want to feel the tension on each one of these. Alrighty. Now I think we can go ahead and put the coil packs back on. Alrighty, got our coil packs. Number 4. Number 1. Number 3. Got rubbed off, but I guess it's number 2. Alright. Alright, fellas, that's it for now. I think maybe clean up the intake and exhaust gasket surfaces. Need to pull the torque converter off, and then I think it's ready to go in. So that's it for right now. I'll get back with you. Alright, since I left you off, I got the torque converter off. Got her hanging from the hoist now. I went ahead and pulled these cam timing sensors. Cleaned them, checked them. They're alright. And before I forgot, I did come around here and torque this crank pulley bolt. I don't think I'm going to try recording putting this thing in the car. It's just going to be too much of a challenge. It's going to take hours. It's cold. It's raining. And there's like a sustained 20-mile-an-hour wind out there, and I'm just going to be frustrated. So maybe I can grab some still shots as we go along with this. We'll just have to see how it goes. I'm not looking forward to it. Well, it looks like something's getting ready to happen. Big empty hole in there. It's awful dark, but you get that torque converter out before I can set this motor in. Well, I'll try to update what I can here. Just because I know somebody will ask, I did go ahead and change that transmission input seal. So there you go. So it's in there. It's starting to get dark. It'll probably be completely dark in another 15 minutes. It could have gone better, but it could have gone a lot worse too. So, I don't know. Can you see it? Move the light around. There's one bolt in the bell housing, and nearly impossible to see. Trying to get you in there. Nevertheless, believe it or not, down underneath there, underneath that heater hose connection, there's a stud in there that it's back in, and then down underneath the oil filter there's another one in. So, stupid light. So we got 3 bolts in it. That's pretty good for all the troubles and being cold and windy and frustrated. It's a start. All right. Till next time. Well, this is another one of those, well, that ain't good moments. As you can see, it's back out again. I don't know. I fought this thing for over 4 hours today. And I got nowhere. Wiggled it, wiggled it, wiggled it, wiggled it. Moved it, put bolts in, took bolts out, wiggled it. I don't know. Something's just funny about it, and it binds that flex plate up against the back end of the motor and locks it up. So I thought maybe this torque converter ain't pushed all the way in. What do you guys think? I don't know what to do. I'm frustrated. Got cold and quit earlier. Here it is. It's Friday, Christmas Eve. That's just what you're supposed to be doing, right? Working on a car. I don't know, guys. I don't know what I've done. I'm looking at it here. Yeah, it was pinching. There was no gap here. It was pushing this over tight. Looks like I've got about an 1/8 inch there. I don't know, but it pinched it up tight. So I got frustrated and pulled it back out. Take a look at it. I don't know what to do next. So it is now roughly 12:30 in the morning, or the night, the middle of the night. I suppose that means it's Christmas Day, right? Well, I put it back in, and I don't know what's different this time, but it's not locking up. I don't know. I don't get it, but I'll take it. I'm where I should have been 13, 14 hours ago. I don't know. But it's progress, and we'll take it. At least it's unseasonably warm tonight. Low wind. It's not raining. I can handle it, I guess. All right, until I get more progress. Hell, it's awful dark. But after a marathon of a day, I think it's all back together. I don't know. We'll have to look. We still got to get a new battery. Need to top off the antifreeze. I need to look up and see how to prime the pump and make sure that's taken care of. It's got oil in it. Everything underneath's put back together. Tires on it so I can roll it outside. Yeah. Though We did have an injury. Only I could do this. Break the end off of the frickin' dipstick. Fortunately, it came out pretty easy. I was quite surprised. Maybe tomorrow we could have this thing running. We'll have to see. It's now about 7 o'clock. Started about 11 this morning and haven't stopped all day. So maybe if the after Christmas returns aren't too bad, I can get to Rural King and get a battery. Alrighty, that's the update for now. Well, guys, it's all back together. Almost a blue sky today. December the 26th. Anyways, it's all back together, but I got a no crank issue. How does that happen? Check the starter. Even took it to AutoZone and had them guys check it. They say it's good. I guess the starter's computer controlled on this car. So what would make the computer not let it crank? I don't know. Old Gassy, it's sitting over there and it said, "Finish me, you lazy bum." 6.5, it's over there. The one I got the most mileage out of everything on, and this is the one it runs. Go figure. I guess old Gassy will run if you put a battery in it, but somehow I managed to bust out a window. And it needs stripped and painted. And a new filler neck and an alternator. Brakes bled. Anyways. Need to get that done. It's going to be the camper pulling truck again someday. That's what I always used it for before. There's some scrap. Well, the gas grill scrap. I was going to melt the aluminum down. There's a cleat track under there somewhere. It really needs the work done to it. Front of the case D. It needs all put back together. Stripped and painted. I don't know. So I guess that'll be it for this episode. Till I can figure out what's going on now. Alright, guys.